wildebeests are charging.
Oh, hello there. So tonight we're going to be dining at Jiko, which is the signature dining restaurant in the Animal Kingdom Lodge where we are staying for our resort. I, of course, have decided, in the nature of the fact that I will be trying the Lion King menu, I'm wearing my Lion King shirt. Meanwhile, we can, as they say, you can dress them up, but you can't take them out.
Oh. Let's go eat.
This is our Cape Town wine room, and Jiko houses the largest collection of South African wines in the United States. Right there, that's our Jiko.
So this is the view right outside of our table.
So we do,
And then this is the restaurant. That back window represents the sunset, and so it's going to change color throughout the course of the evening. And then all of the birds on the ceiling are flying towards the sunset. And then right back there is the open kitchen.
They're now killing Marita.
And this is their new
so we did
fixed price menu.
We get a drink.
You get one from
Yeah, you get a
each
drink. What are the drinks that are not?
menu.
The salad. I'm getting the fish. The Vulcan spiced fish. So
I'm gonna get circle line.
circle line.
The environment of this restaurant is awesome. Like you got like the view of the water. It's called Jiko, the cooking place, because that actual like cooking area is the actual Jiko, where they cook. Like I think it's where they can like flame. They cook the flatbreads and stuff like that. And they've got the traveling musicians coming around. It's really great. It's really cool.
Aiden, first impressions.
Cool.
What do you like about it?
Just like everything around. Like up on the roof, there's birds. Every time. This one can't take many.
So the first thing we got was, I believe, sweet potato rolls with maple honey butter.
Yep. And then
Maple cinnamon butter?
Yeah, she said so.
All right, dig in. So our server gave us the fun fact that these are in fact African canoe birds, and they are mythical birds. And the thought is that if they're seen flying over your crop, you will have a good harvest. And they actually appear in the opening scene of The Lion King. Fun fact too, they're flying towards the sunset. Over all of us. So we'll have a good harvest.
This is the first course of the Circle of Life tasting menu, and it's entitled I Just Can't Wait to Be King. And it is a Cedar Creek clam malata with blue potatoes, pomegranate, and bone marrow. And it's basically meant to represent the start of Simba's life, and it's designed to look like Pride Rock.
Yeah, I can see it.
What's interesting is we had a bone marrow appetizer last night, which was bone marrow and wagyu short rib. And we had braised wagyu short rib over a bone marrow. And the short rib is definitely the main player. With the bone marrow adding some flavors to it, where the bone marrow is much more the forward part of this dish, which is interesting with a lot of these, like the pomegranates and the seasonings and the flavorings on top of it. It's a different experience. It's very good.
Which did you like?
It's hard. They're very different. It's hard to say one. I like one better than the other.
I got the spiced Vulcan fish. As you can see, it's got heirloom tomatoes, I believe. It's a spiced fish. It's got some onions on it. It smells amazing, and I cannot wait to eat it. I got the lamb rack. Yeah, I'm gonna devour it.
This is the seafood curry that has all kinds of different seafood, including, as you can see, lobster tail, mussels, shrimp, calamari, and it's entitled the Be Prepared because it's to symbolize the chaotic life following the elephant graveyard for Simba.
This is the oak-fired fillet, and it also comes with asparagus and mashed potatoes, and like Mary's, it smells absolutely wonderful. So we have our after dinner drinks.
This drink is $90.
And we have our desserts.
Nice. I think that's probably aged.
What are you getting, Aiden? I'm probably gonna get the Malva pudding. It's milk tarts, ice cream, Kentucky. I've never thought about decision I've ever made in my life.
They're talking in memes, I think, and we don't understand it. I got the Safari Sunset, which has some carrot cake, and then the crumbly bits are coffee streusel.
I got the Kilimanjaro. It's got some chocolate, and this looks like a, oh, that's soft. Is that the pink peppercorn? I believe that is. And then some ice cream on top. So that's that. So I got the Malva pudding. It has, I forget what kind of ice cream, but it has an ice cream. But I believe it's something that have like a vanilla-ish. It has pound cake, and yeah, it looks pretty good.
The tops, maybe the stuff on top.
And this is the dessert, which is the Hakuna Matata. It's a dessert that balances all of the characters. It's designed to look like a log, and it's got orange. It's like an orange cake. That's not a very good description, but I don't quite know what else is on it, but it looks very good.
So we just came out here to shoot our post Jiko thoughts, and the wildebeests are charging.
I wonder if it's because of the storm. And if you look, zebras.
There's a zebra and a giraffe, and they could care less. But the wildebeest, oh, here they come again. Here they come. Look. Oh. That is really, really cool.
They ran off, so why don't we just do it?
The children ran off? Not the wildebeest? They went to join the wildebeest? Oh God, they're coming this way. Run, Simba. So as the wildebeest stampede behind us, some thoughts about Jiko. I really liked it. I don't know if it's necessarily something that I would do out of pocket all the time, because again, we are on the dining plan. My steak was good. It was good. The mashed potatoes were better than his, and he puts like, I know, he puts like 6 sticks of butter in his mashed potatoes at Thanksgiving. And so they were better than your mashed potatoes. Yeah, so they were really, really good. The steak was done to perfection. I would have maybe liked a little bit more salt on the outside, but the service was impeccable. I loved that they had the singers walking around. Like that was really, cool. Really neat. Really they came back, they did 3 sets while we were out, throughout the course of our dinner. So I very much enjoyed the atmosphere. And I think if I were to go back, it would be because of that relaxed atmosphere.
Yeah, it was neat to go. We did Tsukumite, which was the fine dining in Japan that we did last night, and then this is sort of the fine dining. This is the fine dining with African flair, kind of African flavors, and it was interesting to see both of them are not just meals but dining experiences, and so it was neat to see the different sides of it. Tsukumite was more of it's very slow, very deliberate, very much you feel pampered the entire meal, where this was a much more kind of festive atmosphere. They had 2 traveling musicians, which were, I hope they keep them on. I mean, they alone made the meal that much more exciting. It was kind of cool. They would come around. Hopefully we can squeeze in a little bit of the footage. I tried to get a little bit. All of a sudden I started filming and I wanted to try to film them, and they realized that they wanted to film me, so they kind of stood behind me so that I could do the selfie version of it, which was cool. But it made it kind of that same, you just felt like you were kind of in a party atmosphere almost. It was really cool. The food was really excellent. The bone marrow appetizer that I got, it was interesting because I had a bone marrow appetizer last night at the Tsukumite, and it was interesting. The way I put it, I think before, was whatever the leader of the meal or that dish was different tonight than last night, and you could tell. And there's a lot of deliberateness in what the chef was trying to do.
But you liked tonight.
Oh, very much so.
Yeah, he kept saying like that when the chef wanted a chaotic dish because of the graveyard scene.
Yeah, like the seafood curry dish was supposed to be the chaos of the elephant graveyard and Simba like escaping, and all of a sudden I looked and I was like, that's how I was eating it. It was like, oh, there's like all these things going on in the dish, and there was all these different pieces and different flavors, and it was like you didn't know where to go next when you were eating it. It was really kind of cool to all of a sudden be like, oh wow, that's exactly what the chef was intending you to get out of it. I liked the dessert a lot. It was very rich, so
yeah,
you gotta
so was mine. I got the carrot
prepared
cake,
for it to be prepared.
Oh.
For it to be very rich. I would say again, I would probably agree it is a little pricey. So if you're kind of expecting that kind of sit down meal and you're not on the dining plan, just be prepared for that. But again, very, very satisfied with the meal and the
very
experience.
Filling.
Yeah. And the service excellent. Very, very well attentive staff. Very, very good.
Yeah. So we had a good experience.
Yep. I think the 2 children ran off, so I think you're not going to get
and it's starting to rain.
Yeah, I don't think you're going to get their reactions in this video. They both really enjoyed theirs.
They did. They did.
Mary got the fish and Aiden got the lamb.
Yep.
And they both really enjoyed it.
So with that being said, we invite you to like, comment, and subscribe to keep up to date with the rest of our trip as well as our other dining reviews. And now,
we invite you to set your imaginations free.